What is God's ultimate plan for humanity? Where is all of this heading? A lot of religions have different takes on what the destiny of our planet looks like. Well, in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, we have something called 13 articles of faith that are the basics of our beliefs. And today I'm talking about the 10th article of faith that explains the destiny of our planet, basically. So pretty cool. Okay, I will go ahead and read it to you and then break it down so we can understand further. We believe in the literal gathering of Israel, in the restoration of the 10 tribes, that Zion will be built upon the American continent, that Christ will reign personally upon the earth, and that the earth will be renewed and receive its paradisiacal glory. Okay, so to break this down, we believe in the literal gathering of Israel and in the restoration of the 10 tribes. So we believe in Israel being God's covenant people, and that throughout history they've been scattered across the globe, and that this prophecy speaks of like a literal and spiritual physical gathering. So spiritually, it means bringing all nations, all people of God into the gospel of Jesus Christ. And then physically, it means a return to promised lands. So I guess you could call us Zionists in a way. We believe that the Israelites should be restored to their promised land. Okay. Second, the next part is Zion will be built upon the American continent. We believe, really that Zion is more than just one place on one continent, that we have a scripture in the Doctrine and Covenants that talks about Zion being the pure in heart. And we truly believe that wherever the pure in heart dwell together is Zion. But we also do believe that there will be a holy city built in North America that will be a Zion. And from what I understand, there's going to be 2 heads of government, and that is a Zion built in North America and then Jerusalem as well. So pretty cool. Okay, third, and this is perhaps the most universal piece that all Christians are going to agree with us on, and that is Christ is going to reign personally upon the earth. That's millennialism, right? Like, we're going to have a millennium, 1,000 years of peace and Christ actually being here in our midst and Satan being bound. We believe that Satan will not have power over the hearts of the children of men. And we don't know if that is because people will have figured out his wiles so much that we know how to thwart his efforts and steer clear of his temptations, or if there will be some kind of supernatural binding of Satan. We don't know, but we just know that during this millennial period that Satan will not have power over us, and won't that be wonderful? Now, this last part is super exciting. The earth will be renewed and receive its paradisiacal glory. Oh, it's just wonderful to think of what that's going to be like, to see the earth restored to its pristine, unpolluted, perfect, beautiful form, kind of like in the days of Eden, I suppose. It will be a celestial dwelling place for us to live, a kind of a happily ever after for the planet. And I don't know if it's going to be something that, Jesus Christ and God will just suddenly elevate the planet, or if he's going to enlist us in projects of restoration and renovation for the planet. I really don't know. Some people tend to think more, maybe this isn't the right way to say it, but more magical thinking, like God's going to poof it all better. And some people, and I'm more this way, that he's going to use our muscles to join in the effort. So we're going to have to talk together and work together to create a better environment. So again, I don't know exactly how that's going to work, how much of our muscle power and brain power is going to be required for this millennial period, but we do believe that it will exist, which is ultimately a wonderful message of hope. So I hope you enjoy this glimpse of the future, of why Latter-day Saints are ultimately very optimistic about where this planet is headed. It's headed somewhere great, and we want to be on the right side of that, helping God in covenant with him and enjoying this whole process. So if you have any questions or comments or thoughts about end times or where this is all heading, or if you want to share your beliefs with me, be sure to put that in the comments below. And then to see the rest of the articles of faith, see my basic beliefs playlist, or I'm going to create an articles of faith playlist where you can see them all in order as well. Thanks so much, and I see you next time.